It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is the Texans' sure-handed tight end. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Texans and the Jags, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in off another Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. ETN once more to about the 40-yard line. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too. They're
obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. Right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to the head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The Texans had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5. And the Texans first down.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that went to the right side and incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try to squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Lawrence will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Petrie.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jerry Hughes, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He'll complete this one to Collins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Texans.
Play action. Stroud now. Open net.
And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
Again, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Succop's kick is good. And they indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stroud to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First and 10, it's Stroud. This one left side, caught by Collins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Quick throw complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Gibson will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was defended by Jalen Petrie.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud. Into space at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Saquon Barkley accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills, as they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 3 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's got Gore. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Texans.
Stroud working out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
They'll look to ETN to start things out. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's good for a Jaguars.
A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
They'll try the left side with ETN. Down to about the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Zay Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Handoff running left is ETN down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, That's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an
Caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Succop's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he...
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Forced out, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in for... So Houston going to come away here with the victory.